Squads of Gods.
Hey, what's up everyone, it's Emperor HD and welcome back to another episode of Squads of Gods. And you can see here I come up with a little team name just for the fun of it. Like now this one is called Beasts of Hades. And generally what I'm going to do is, if it's more of a light team, like if the name's not Beast of Hades, for example, it's going to be Hercules is men or something like that. The picture is going to be more like Zeus there and more of a calm picture. But if it's something to be more like hellish, like Medusa's 11 or something, it's going to be like Medusa's picture there. And I don't know, trying to make this more of a unique series, and it's going to be really interesting. But nevertheless, let's get into this 200k. What a whopper of a team. Starting off in left wing, we have El Shaarawy. If only he was still 5-star skills. I can't remember, what is he, 3-star now, 4-star? Mention in the comments below, I can't remember. Anyway, and then we have Mario Balotelli up front. And then I don't even need to introduce Mario Balotelli or what kind of a player he is on all the FIFAs that he's been in. He's been brilliant. Sidney Sam, what a winger he is. Really pacey, and he's got a tremendous right foot on him. Seriously, his finishing is phenomenal. Then we have, this is the best part and the highlight that makes the squad function. The three midfielders. Once again, we're going with the 4-3-3. For the next episode, do not worry, they're all going to be 4-3-3. The next one is 4-1-2-1-2, but I'm not going to tell you who it is. So we have Arturo Vidal, Gundogan, and Pogba in form. These three as midfielders are so complete. I think I went with the right choice here, and we shall see in the game how they are. But they are just so complete from an attacking point of view to a defensive point of view, and an all-round creative midfielder. And the defense, left back and right back. Left back being Martinho, and then right back being Dijkmer. Both 90 pace, I think it is. Dijkmer is definitely 90 pace. Martinho, I think, is 89, 90. He is just super fast, really fast, very attacking team this is. To a well-balanced, up to an extent, you know what I mean? And then we have Cáceres, whatever you want to say. Really pacey centre-back, along with Boateng, which is a spread out between a good balance of strength and pace through the defense line. A goalkeeper, what can I say, Manuel Neuer, we all know how he is, and the best thing about him is his long throws. They're brilliant, honestly. And then the bench, you can see, this is just if you want to add them in your team if you're that rich on FIFA. But this the bench has nothing to do with the starting 11. It's the starting 11 that is what makes this team what it is, the Beasts of Hades. Here you must be wondering also, why are there 4 teams lined up? It's because as this series is a bit unique, what I'm doing is I'm showing you all 4 games I've played, the teams I've played, sorry. So you can get a general idea of who I played instead of just watching the all these steps of passing, team play, creativity, etc. I thought I'd show you how what the teams look like that I've played in these 4 games. So basically, this first setup is the creativity side, which is teamwork and passing. Here you can see some, and it's not always going to be accurate passes. Sometimes you see a bit of a delayed pass or a bit of a you can tell like the links between them aren't good. It's to give you a general idea on whether the squad will whether you're deciding whether to make the squad. But I tell you one thing, you will not be sorry if you make this team. This team is absolutely overpowered. When you have 3 midfield, there you can see the pass was just overdone there, a bit of chemistry and links needed there. But nevertheless, I could just easily have put the best parts together, but we got to show you the weak side of the team and the bad side of the team, and it's not necessarily a bad side. Like I said, the reason I make these teams is because they are generally overpowered. So how we get them and make this series unique is we give them 3 to 4 games, and we just see how they are. So if they lose all 4 games, I'm still going to put them in the episode, and I'll just take out the best parts and the worst parts and show you, because even if they lose all their games, that doesn't make them crap. You can just lose because of just handicap. You can lose just, it's one of those games where, you have so many shots and it's just not your day. So generally, I have played 4 games with this team, and I've won I've won 3 and I've drawn 1. And this team was well balanced in midfield. The midfield actually was the best thing that made this team function. Without them, it would be very difficult to have this team this overpowered. Attacking side of it, well, you just need one guy, and it's this guy right here. Watch this penalty. It's straight down the middle with power as usual. He's a great player to have on your team. So overpowered. There were so many players I could have gone with for the like Ibarbo. We all know how Ibarbo is, am I right? There's so many players, but nevertheless, there are going to be so many episodes coming out. Do not worry, do not fret. A lot will be coming out. So if you really had to ask me what's the weakest, who's the weakest player in this team, weakest in the sense of like who doesn't really make a difference. There's no one really that I would call crap. That's why I made this team, and that's why it's called Squad of Gods. But if you really wanted my opinion, I would say the left back Martinho, because of his strength. Maybe that could be a factor at times, but he makes up for it with strength. And probably El Shaarawy. Sure, you can get a better replacement, you must be thinking, but to make this team function, maybe El Shaarawy would be the only one that wouldn't make such a big deal if he was replaced. But I would not recommend that. I have tested it out with this team, well balanced. So if you're gonna go around changing things, even one player could make the difference in a negative way. So look at that shot from Pogba, just wide. So I hope you guys like this series I keep coming up with, because I really enjoy doing it. It takes a long time to edit at times. But anyway, let's get into this. This is the defensive and tackling side, which also shows you how they get out of pressure, like right there, you know, from that cross. The team is really calm and composed, and some of the things, I know it's also based on how the person is playing, being me. Maybe some of you aren't as good as defending, but you're amazing in attack, you know what I mean? And what I'm trying to say is the good thing about this team is it has a lot of that automatic defensive play where like suppose you miss a slide tackle, then automatically a center back will chase him down and trail and put pressure, which is very useful. That's due to the high attacking and defensive work rates as well. Those come into play for these teams I make as well. But look at that, that's some great pace there from the right back, Dijkmeer. Very good player to have, well-balanced team, I'm serious. These three though, whenever Vidal is there to slide tackle and sweep up, then I don't know, it lands to Gundogan, or he'll play to Gundogan, or he'll play to Vidal or Pogba or whatever. They're just brilliant. If you take out one of those midfielders, it's just, I don't know what to say, you're just ruining the team, seriously. You need them in. So let's just take a look at some clips of pace, agility, and speed, being sprint speed as well. And here we have a pass from Gundogan, which Sydney Sam is going to reach. You can see some good pace there. I mean, this was a pointless one. A lot of you are thinking, you must be thinking, why is this guy putting pace? I mean, we all know how fast they are. But nevertheless, for how in-depth these squad reviews are, I thought I should put them in. Anyway, here's El Shaarawy on one of his traditional runs down the flank on FIFA. He's just absolutely beast. But Lescott kind of does catch up to him in a way, but doesn't get the ball. So yeah, and here is Dijkmeer, that's my right back as well, showing his pace. Some really insane pace this team has. Seriously, good balance. Honestly, it has a great balance of strength, passing, creativity, the finishing, the shooting from all the players all around is just brilliant. So here you can see the goalkeeper in action, Manuel Neuer. Not that you need to see much about him, because we all know what a great keeper he is. And you know, it's one of those things you can't really, you know, judge. You know, it's just, he's a great keeper. And I would have to say, if you asked me sincerely, should I make this team or the 15k team I made in the last episode, if you haven't seen it, check it out, I would have to say that's a very tough one, because on the other hand, one is cheaper and that one is just as overpowered as this. But I really think the only difference between that and this team is, apart from the price, is you can be dominating so much. And one thing that team could not, that team lacks, that this team doesn't, is Balotelli. What I mean by that is not just Balotelli, in general, under pressure. This team is so good under pressure. Like suppose you're 1-0 down the 90th minute, you need to really grab that goal. Balotelli is there, and he's someone that can just change everything. So anyway, guys, here's a rating of all the players that have performed in these 4 games. This is not a rating of how they are in general. In general, they're like 10 out of 10. That's how I make these squads, because I choose them because they're brilliant together in the squad. I'm not saying they're 10 out of 10 as a player in any squad. It's how they are in this squad in general. They are a winning team. This is a winning team. This is like an informed destroyer, a legend destroyer. I promise you, I am not lying. It's a great team, and I hope you enjoyed the intro at the start, and I'm really enjoying the series. Remember, guys, 75 likes and we'll go on to the next episode. I know that's asking for a lot, but I'm sure you guys will do that for me, because I hope you love these videos. So I played 4 games with this, 1-3, drew 1. That's very good. Only conceded 3 goals, 2 clean sheets out of 4, and you know, 2 of those goals at least were just really stupid mistakes. So, you know, unlucky. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I gave this team around 9 out of 10. I didn't want to give it 10 out of 10 because I'm not gonna just dish out 10 out of 10s just like that. And you know, I'm sure there are teams out there that'll really grab my attention. The only lacking thing about this, sometimes the passes were a bit off on this team, but still a great team. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe.